Limiting beliefs. We all have them. But the question is, how do we overcome them to level up in our life? Hello, beautiful people. My name is Divya. Welcome to my channel. And today we're going to talk all about limiting beliefs and how to overcome them. But first, what are limiting beliefs? Limiting beliefs are beliefs that your mind and especially your subconscious mind have about you that it considers as the absolute truth. It is a way that your mind has wired yourself following events that have happened in the past and especially in your childhood. And the nasty thing about them is that they're just beliefs, they're not facts, and they still are impacting us on so many different levels, whether it is our financial health, our success, and even our day-to-day performance. In the end, limiting beliefs really hold us from achieving our true potential, so it is so important that we start conquering them. First, you need to understand where they're coming from. Now, this might be an unwanted walk down memory lane, but it is so essential to understand the source of your limiting belief in order to tackle them. So I'll give you an example of one of my limiting beliefs that I'll be using as an analogy for the rest of this video. I play paddle tennis. It's like tennis, but it has wall, the ball bounces back. It's a lot of fun. You need to try it. But the point is that I realized that one of my limiting beliefs is that I believe that I cannot win. Like, what? Me winning? No, that's too beautiful to be true. I can't be a winner. Why would I be a winner, you know? So what would happen is that sometimes I would play a match and I'm actually leading. Everything is going super well, and then I'm 1 point from actually winning. And then I feel the self-sabotage creeping in. Like my mind thinking, oh my God, I can't win. So we gotta miss this point and actually miss this point. It's either like a petty mistake or actually even myself, I cannot bring myself to hit the ball well. And I know that it's just because I have this limiting belief.
I try to look back on my life and identify maybe points in my past and my childhood where I would have this feeling that I could not win. And as I look back to my past, I realized that as much as I was really good in individual sports, I was never like a great player when it came to group sports. And also, I was never like a popular kid at school, so I would never get picked on the teams first. I would be the last ones standing on the line waiting to be picked. And then I just would not be taken seriously. And in turn, I would not take myself seriously. And in turn, that kind of really impacted my self-confidence regarding sports.
So I realized that maybe this is where it actually comes from. Identifying and understanding, where your limiting belief come from are so essential to sort of get a closure over the past, but also it's going to be key to be able to debunk it next. Which brings us to our next step, which is debunking your limiting belief. As I mentioned, a limiting belief is exactly that, a belief. It is not the truth. Our mind might think it's the truth, but it's really not. So it's so important for you to understand that it is not true, it's not factual. And therefore, what we're gonna do is actually confront that limiting belief with the actual facts. Going back to my paddle tennis example, my mind believes that I cannot win. And so even if sometimes I play against players that I can see are less skilled than I am, I still find a way to lose. However, if I look at the fact, I know that I'm a rather good player. I take lessons regularly, I practice at least 3 times a week, more than most. And if I look at the facts, I have potential and I could actually win at least a few matches. And so looking at the facts, you kind of understand that your limiting beliefs are not actually the reality and you can prove yourself wrong. But how? How do we put at rest our limiting beliefs forever and be free of them? So this brings us to our next step, which is creating an alter ego. Alter egos have been used throughout time by top performers of different fields for them to tap into their higher self. I'm gonna give you a few examples of alter egos. Superwoman is the alter ego of Lily Singh, a very known YouTuber. The Rock is the alter ego of Dwayne Johnson. There are so many alter egos out there that have been made public. An alter ego is the ultimate you. It's the persona that embodies your full potential. And the great news is that it has no limiting belief tied to it. In fact, their action is going to pour into your belief to erase your limiting beliefs. So how do we create them? It's really like drawing out a person from scratch. And what I like to do personally is write everything about them. I would actually go into the most specific details and write everything about them. What would they wear? How do they look like? How do they sound like? How do they act? How do they carry themselves? What's their energy about? What's their mindset like? All the details that will help you better understand them and also be able to step in their shoes. Going back to my paddle example, I actually even like created specific outfits that my alter ego would wear for paddle, just paddle for instance. I would wear only all black or all white, and I have a specific hairdo that I wear my hair in that makes me feel more fierce and more strong. I have a specific way of carrying myself around the court and even interacting with other players that gives me more self-confidence. And I also design like intentional bracelets that I always wear when I play, and so they look like this. And one of them is actually like Morse code for "you've got this." So I'm wearing it, and every time that I feel self-sabotage creeping in, I touch my bracelet, and acts as a reminder for me to know that actually, no, I have the facts. I know that I have the practice, I have the training, I have the skills, I have the potential. So why not, why can't I win? And it actually helps me so much to go beyond this limiting belief and tap into my full potential. And I know that this may all sound a bit crazy, but it works. I promise you it works. And ever since I've been doing this work, I've been playing better, but also I've been winning some matches which had never happened before. And also one other thing that I'm doing is every time that I do a good move or I actually score a point, I take the time to talk to myself and congratulate me. I'm like, you did this actually, right now, like this point that you just scored, this is you, so you can actually do it. And I just feel like slowly this is just rewiring my beliefs all over again. This process has really helped me conquer my limiting beliefs, and I just feel like it can be applied to any type of limiting belief. And I also have this other limiting belief, which is all about like the fact that I don't believe that I am someone that can be productive and can be focused, and I can't like achieve stuff. And I've been doing the work on that as well, trying to identify the source, and I think the source is just me, in the past procrastinating so much, and it has just like killed my trust towards myself, and therefore created this belief that now that I can't do stuff anymore. And then I am trying to like look at the facts, and the facts are that as a kid and as a student, I was a stellar student. I was super organized, super hardworking. I always had the best scores, and of course that doesn't say much, but also when I went on in the working world and I was working at American Express, I was actually a really valued employee. I yield great results, so I was doing great work. So the facts are that I can actually do a lot of work and I can actually achieve great results. So now I'm really in the process of like reconditioning my mind to thinking that here are the facts and I can actually do it. And I'm creating this alter ego that is going to help me, push through and really tap into my full potential. And again, it's the same process, what is she wearing? I'm always wearing makeup when I'm working because this really helps me feel more confident about myself and feel good about myself. I have a particular playlist, I listen to classical music. This is like a switch in my mind that's okay, this is work time. You need to like put your blinders on and focus because this is it. And I also have a specific scent that I use on my wrist that also acts as a reminder for me. So yeah, there are just like little tools that I use to remind myself that there are the facts and there are the beliefs, and I am not the beliefs. I am able to be so much more and go beyond them. And it has been such an interesting journey so far, but I do believe that it's so important that you tackle your limiting beliefs, because once you're done with them, this is going to create the strong foundation that you need to reach for the success that you desire so much. And especially now, we are in the beginning of 2023. We have goals to achieve. We really want to make this year a smashing success, and attacking our limiting belief and putting them to rest for good is going to really help us tap into our full potential. So yeah, I think that's it for my video for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you find my tips somewhat helpful. I'd be really interested to know if you have any other tips that you have used to conquer your limiting beliefs. Thank you so much for sharing them in the comment below. Thank you for watching this video, and thank you so much for your time. If you want to see more of this type of content, head to my channel and subscribe. I would really appreciate it, and I'll see you very soon.